Got me in Australia, about to do something supremely counterintuitive. Dive into a tank filled with sharks.
Tell my wife I love her.
I'll show you how this turns out in a moment. Hang on. But first, here's why we're down under.
Swimmers are being warned.
A shark so big it bit another 10-foot-long great white nearly in half.
These pictures, which made headlines all over the world, a dead great white shark who had been eaten by another much larger great white.
So that told you that there is a much larger shark out there?
Oh yes, yes, and we well believe that too, because where there's small sharks, there's always big sharks.
I didn't even know that sharks ate other sharks.
They do, particularly the great white.
The existence of a so-called monster shark looming off the coast has put a good scare into this area, a place where the government already feels compelled to put giant shark nets out alarmingly close to crowded beaches.
It is amazing that you've got sharks this close to the beach.
Oh, my word.
It's a very impressive bite.
Yeah, that's a very impressive bite.
It does create fear. I mean, you look at that picture, you think, I don't want to go in the water.
Yes, and I understand that. But if you then start equating the fear factor with reality, you realize that the fear is unfounded. You know, the chances of being bitten, either in Australia or elsewhere in the world, are minuscule.
Which is why they talked me into jumping into this shark tank. First, some basic instructions for the dive.
What's the hand signal if a shark is eating my arm off?
Shark on my arm.
Then, like a wet-suited lamb to the slaughter, I'm geared up and thrust into the pool, where feet away there are giant, toothy sharks. It's a good thing abject terror can't register on your face while you're in goggles. It's also good that these gray nurse sharks don't eat humans and pretty much ignored me. Shark lovers are latching onto this whole monster shark story as a teachable moment. An opportunity to point out that these normally harmless animals are now being slaughtered wholesale. About 100 million a year having their fins butchered for shark fin soup, a delicacy in Asia and even here in the United States.
As they said in Jaws, the only good shark is a dead shark. Why should we care if they get wiped out?
Because if we want a healthy ecosystem, we have to maintain a balance, and sharks are a critically important part of that balance.
Plus, if you can set aside your very natural fear, you have to admit these are beautiful beasts. The perfect predator, one that has survived since the age of the dinosaurs, but may not survive the age of the humans.